Are we doing today? We are going to be playing some Sunless Skies, continuing our playthrough that we've been doing for, the last few weeks now. So, yeah, we are going to be theoretically leaving the first region today. We are going to be going to Albion, the heart of the empire of Her Renewed Majesty, Queen Victoria, here in the High Wilderness. So, thank you guys for coming along. And I see we have some people going in the chat. Good to see you. All right, why don't we get started? All right. Let me remember to take this off face cam first. Oh, is this working? Okay, please. Oh, there we go. Woo! Okay. Thank you again to Anna the Archaeologist for naming our captain Butters. Alright, let's see where we were. Alright, so we're in Wolsey Station. Okay, so we're still in New Winchester. What else did we have to do? So we'll need to go back, see him. Alright, so we have the Repentant Devil quest line going. Oh, we have the Incautious Driver. And I gotta fix the music here. How's the music on you guys' end? Is it too loud? Barney, good to see you, dude. So we're just checking, doing a little audio check here. Music too loud? Bit loud? Alright, let's get that done. Let me go into OBS here. How about now? Yeah, no worries, dude. Good to see you here. Yes, declared Sugar. Butters. Alright, so we are going to leave it there for now. Better? Okay. If it's too loud or anything, let me know. We'll get that fixed. Otherwise, we shall continue. Okay. Alright, so we did talk to the Incautious Driver. Let's see. No. This game in particular, we've had a bit of an issue with the music. I mean, we can try doing it this way. It's not going to do much about the train sounds, but we can bring the audio down a little bit. 42, meaning of life, there we go. Meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Okay. So I think, what, he requested to see a doctor or something? Oh, what? Oh, yes, the driver scratches again. It's nothing, just a little earache, I'm sure. It comes and goes. Their knee trembles with frustration of being pulled away from the wheel for even a short conversation. See? All fine now. You hear the audio from the game, so it's not the worst. Okay. Alright, we'll play around with it. Not necessary, the driver protests, scratching at their ear with renewed force. A look of pain flashes over their face for a moment. Perhaps my family knows of a specialist in New Winchester. I think Father owns the building. I think I can call in a favor. Alright. Alright, so let's go into the city. Escort the incautious driver to their family doctor. A silver plaque on the door bearing only a name indicates that this is the address of New Winchester's most exclusive practice. An immediate appointment. While the doctor conducts her examination, the driver asks you to update their old records with their current employment. You take a moment's pleasure in the driver's ridiculous middle name and pass over the field on gender, straightforwardly crossed out. Their address was last an eyebrow-raisingly prestigious New Winchester townhouse. You amend it to the name of your locomotive. Ah, the doctor says, peering into the driver's ear. A case of verdancy, a fungal colonization of the brain, not uncommon in Reach. You've noticed uncharacteristic impulses, changes in behavior. She eyes the driver's sky suit and scars. The driver nods. Yes, the spores root deeply in the brain. Attempts to extract them have had less than satisfactory results. I'm afraid the best prescription is to entertain them. Take them where they want to go, see the things they want to see. Typically, a little travel does the job. They'll soon lose interest. Alright, we have a guy with fungus in his brain. What can go wrong? Okay. So I think we're done there. See, is there anything else? Because probably earn a smidgen of money before we continue onward. Right, so we got tea. All right. So we gotta go to the nature reserve anyway. Because they want hours. We should have a bunch of hours. Let's just check. Now we have 3 hours. 5 caddies of tea. And we got 7 ministry-approved literature. Alright, so let's approve literature. 5 barrels of hours. Okay. Just 1 second, guys. Just taking care of a quick thing. Alright, so there's literature there. And then we don't need to buy any. We should have more than enough. Okay. Alright, so we got the books. We need hours. They need tea. Alright, in the journal it said there was some... Is anyone selling tea in this region? Oh, smuggler running barrels of unseasoned hours can be found in Port Avon. So we'll have to bring tea back from Albion. Good enough, alright. At least we'll get some money off of that. Oh, we do need fuel and supplies. Alright, that should be it for that. Yeah, we're not going to do a total completionist playthrough on this one. Not terribly worried about it. Because, yeah, this is the wealth ambition, so our primary goal with this guy is to earn enough money to not have to sail in the skies and risk death every 2 seconds. All right. Off we go. Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Round in there. No death. Well, that's the thing. So we are playing, I think it's legacy mode. So if our captain dies, we play as their heir. And we get some of our stuff back based on our choices with this captain. But it's basically a new person. And we kind of start from ground zero. Yeah, we're going to reduce terror. Your crew lays a trail of gunpowder from the inner door to the fungus. You light a match, set the trail ablaze, and slam the door. The flash of heat is immense. The spores burn ferociously. You can hear a high-pitched wail, almost a scream. Heated air, perhaps, that was trapped in the fragment's pores. Your crew cheer. Yeah, no, the Fallen London games, I absolutely love them. They're brilliantly written, too. Yeah, the literature was for the circus, right? Yes, it was. Spores float by, carried on an aimless breeze. The Hybrian wilds are gravid with fungus. Oop. Excuse me, sir. So we are playing an establishment playthrough, so we are loyal to Her Renewed Majesty and all the eldritch horrors she commands. So yeah, this was a couple live streams ago. We did help out the circus. Get a port report. Collect free tickets. Because they know us here. Alright, our terror is 0. So I think we'll just attend a quick performance. Big Top is filled. The audience chatters in anticipation. When the lights dim and the ringmaster is drawn into the center ring on his horse-drawn calliope, singing of the night's delights, the applause is rapturous. Then come the acts. The magician appears suddenly from a puff of smoke, dazzling the crowd with his many amazing devices. The acrobatic twins swing from their trapeze, figures of perfect symmetry as they go back and forth. The pensive clown is heralded by his comedic geese, Cuddles and Ruffles, who march in their finery before him. They honk as he juggles them, and the audience collapses into laughter. The strong woman asks the crowd if they've brought anything for her to lift. They cheer as a group of 10 attendees struggle to wheel out a wagon full of crates and barrels. Not only does she lift them all in turn, she overturns the wagon single-handedly at the end, to rapturous applause. Gain 4 sky stories, Vision of the Heavens, and lost 2 tickets. Yeah, before we helped them, they all fucking sucked. And then we got like a secret about the obelisk at the rear of the carnival. All right, let's turn in our literature. Ooh. We can get our hours here. That means we don't have to go sailing around all over the damn place. The ringmaster beams with delight as he inspects your final volume. Looks dreadful, he says cheerily. Just the thing to invigorate our next performance. You gain 1 savage secret and 150 experience. Alright, how much do I need for the nature reserve? 5, I have 3. They're cheap, I'll just grab a bunch. Alright. There we go. I think if we're going this way, we will stop by New Winchester before we move on to Albion. Oh, what's up here? This place was a battlefield, the grave of Tackities and stovepipes alike. Oh, homestead. Settlers who live far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. This homestead is almost hidden beneath a growth of wild, sprouting foliage, as if it were the victim of a fairy tale curse. The flora of the reach is difficult to tame, and the settlers that dwell here are struggling. Well, we don't have anything to trade with them, it seems, so we will leave swiftly. No one who lives in the wilds is likely to welcome strangers. We are briefly without terror. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll stop by Titania. Oh, hello. Oh, they're gonna aggro enemy, aren't they? Not the Courser Bees. Oh, there's the Courser Bees. Okay, hang on. Jesus. Oh, no, okay. Don't want to deal with multiple. We are going. Holy crap. They are swarming today, aren't they? Not the bees! Not the bees! Yeah, the chorister bees will fuck you up. I mean, we're upgraded, so we can take a few hits, but, you do not want to stick around when they're swarming. Not until we get a better locomotive. Yeah, we're not going to bother with these. We got enough to get to the nature reserve. And we got enough supplies as well. What we will get, though, is a port report. Is it not going to let me? Not going to let me get a port report? Oh, no. Let's see. How many Sky Stories do we have? 42. Oh, yeah, we're going to donate some and get some money experience. Give some of our sky knowledge to the poets. The melancholy poet fills a whole journal and sends out for a fresh bottle of ink. When you are finished, the poet needs a moment to think. But this will need to go to someone of singular talent. Your payment is brought in. Alright. Now to ring around the bees. Oh, they got one good hit in. Not bad. We can just pull into New Winchester before we leave. But yeah, if you listen closely to the chorister bees, the buzzing is in vocal scales. Oh, hello. Reach, Marauder. Oop, okay. Bring it around. And the bees are coming. And we'll leave the hole. Distressingly odored barrel. Pry the lid off. Dear God, what the blazes! Your navigator pokes the thing inside with a big stick until assured that it's dead. One uncanny specimen. And more bees. Okay. Not the bees! A lush verdance encloses you, green as emeralds. Oh, hello. The scent and mulch of wet leaves fills your engine as a new growth spout in your pantry. The peacock wind, bringing change. Yeah, we get terror in return for supplies. At least it's blowing us in the direction we need to go. Here the reach's verdance runs rampant. You see knotted vines and lurid fungus, strange orange flowers, bright and polished trumpets. Alright, yeah, we'll export some, because we're either going to need to go to New Winchester and Port Prosper anyway, because we got to go through Port Prosper to get to Albion. And a Port Prosper, okay. Good deal, good deal. Let's see if the researcher's done yet. Alright, well, we're not gonna get around to that before we leave. So, well. Let's see. Oh, the ornithologist can have us walk into the reserve. We'll get some stories. Oh, no, he's not there. Okay, never mind. Not to worry, not to worry. We'll dump off our hours. A superior researcher has the barrels carried onto a timbered laboratory. She hands you your pay. This is for your service, she says. And this is for your silence. She deposits a serpentine plant in a clay pot in your hands. It purrs, gently. You have one otherworldly artifact. Here, have a sentient plant. Okay, 1 second. Because everyone loves having just a random sentient plant. I mean, wouldn't you like a sentient plant? Do we want to pick up Chorister Nectar? Oh, that is pretty cheap. 100 sovereigns for Chorister Nectar. We're going to be stopping by New Winchester anyway. We'll drop it in the bank. Yeah, that's enough fuel and stuff to get back. We're not going to be spending incredibly long. Although, until we can discover the hub in Albion, I'm probably going to want to load up on fuel and such, which I'm glad we have a shitload of money. And I haven't bought a house yet. Oh, shit. Oop, I forgot. Give me my port report. Did I get the port report? Oh, actually, we got the wind right there. Oh, we're gonna need. Alright, yeah, so. Yeah, the wind's right there, so that'll give us supplies. Get an extra fuel, because we're gonna be going against the wind. Alright, there we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely day. The undergrowth draws in, the calls of the unknown, gargantuan beasts rattle your engine. Here, the reach runs wild. Ooh, more free nectar. Go out of here before the bees frickin' attack. Oh, jeez. Dreadnought driving drunk. Don't ram into me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How is it I'm the only one who can frickin' drive? Her renewed majesty's, captains must be freaking blind. Clamor of New Winchester can be heard on the wind, familiar as a disagreeable uncle. Yeah, I went the right way, right? Oh, I went the long way. Figures. Am I doing on supplies? Yeah, okay. I can't believe I missed the turn. Actually, I can. The taste of smog, the sound of iron on iron. We are home. Okay, what do I want to do? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll swing up around Magdalen's, deliver some nectar, and then go to Port Prosper. Yeah, we'll just buy fuel up there. Keep our cargo light, which means we'll go faster. But I will need some supplies. We'll just start off with that. That seems reasonable. Explore the city, deliver the sapling nuts. Splendid, the clerk with the horn-rimmed glasses says. And here is your delivery fee. I'll see it makes its way to the lady's home. Alright, 150 sovereigns. Nice, nice. A tidy sum. Yep, repair the locomotive. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cheap. Oh, that's exactly what I need anyway. Okay. It'll have to do. You find a stool somewhere amidst the grease and benches of the tools and the spare parts and the cold mugs of tea. An engineer does what they can while you wait. Well, back up to full, so it seems like they did a lot. Okay. So yeah, this black box, that's like the captain that came before us. She made us promise to bring it back to London to a marked address and not to open it. If we were doing a villainy or revolutionary run through, we probably would have opened it by now. Yeah, if we're gonna be leaving, I'm not gonna bother with this. But we do need the tea, don't we? Nope, 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 nope. Don't need you. Don't need you. Thank you. So we got the tea for the beginning part of that. Do I want to abandon this prospect? Probably, because we can't complete it because they're not dominant in the Reach. Because of our involvement, the Stovepipes are winning the war in keeping the Reach in London's control. And yeah, we're going to abandon the prospect. That way we can make room for more. Because the tea must flow. Yes, that's a Dune reference. Alright, let's drop our port reports with the company. So deliver airport reports. So we should have a bunch of ministry stamp permits, enough to get first class transport to Albion. I think we should get some invitations to Perdurance. There we go. Awesomeness. Now let's get to Magdalen's before we run out of fuel. Yeah, I'm glad our terror is as low as we can get it right now, because that's gonna skyrocket in the next region. We do not want it to get to 100. That would be bad. Oh, the music's very quiet. Can you guys still hear it? Oh, Jesus. Oh, hello. You wanna kill me, you're gonna have to catch up with me. Oh, a little what? Oh, you can hear it a little bit. Okay. Sorry, my brain just did a thing. Bridge windows fog with recent steam trails. This place is well frequented. Okay, Magdalen's House of Small Comfort. Alright, let's go Keepsake Market. Yeah, let's keep our terror as low as humanly possible before we enter Albion. Nectar from Magdalen's. So, not gonna bother with those right now, because we're gonna need to find the bank later so we can drop those off. But we are, alright, so Beatrice Exchange. Alright. Gonna load up on that for now. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I think we are done here. Not gonna bother with port reports because they don't, they're not transferable between regions. Oh, a wreck. A cheetah. 60% chance success. Enter through the shattered windscreen. Success! Yay, villagers. Oh, you're playing Minecraft? You don your sky suit. Your driver pulls your locomotive alongside the wreck, close enough for you to leap from one to the other. The floor of the bridge is carpeted with glass fragments. It shines like stars in your lamplight, and tinkles like bells when your boots brush it. A sky chest, nailed to the floor at the back of the bridge, yields to your efforts. Continue. What could it be? A crate of vegetation. I ate greens, your navigator sniffs, distinctly put out. Sack of verdant seeds. Not really sure. Yeah, the verdant seeds, those gotta go. Those are worth hardly anything, and I have a ton of them. Yeah, I hate Minecraft villagers, just kind of like that, every 2 seconds. Oh, another marauder. Well, I'm not gonna double back for you, so you're gonna have to chase me. There, I can toot too. Toot toot. Yeah, I don't know enough of that, so we'll leave that alone for the moment. Holy shit, hello. Not gonna bother with you. Whew. Bridget's clock chimes twice. Quickly, this close to the Eisenbard line, time is devious. Here we are, Port Prosper. Queen's Cross Station. Crammed at the feet of the hulking crag, Port Prosper is a little London, divided into an affluent West End and an impecunious East. Queen's Cross is a busy station, crowded with engines that have arrived through the nearby transit relay from Albion. Alright, we don't need any of these auctions. Nor can we afford any of these auctions at the moment. Yeah, that's great. We got a bunch of money. What is she? A first officer. Our first officer is the Fortunate Navigator. Gives us 6 iron, 2 veils, 1 affiliation establishment. And then we have Incognito Princess. Perched atop a mountain of luggage is a radiant young woman. She's an officer dressed in what an actor would wear in a fantastical romance. A tiara rests on her brow. A steady stream of commoners comes to pay homage, bowing and curtsying enthusiastically. Starlings circle in dense swarms above her. Refugees from old London are a common sight, although not in such numbers. Oh, you'll be right back, no worries. She ignores everything and hands you papers so pristine that they can only be forged. No. How much is she asking? 100 sovereigns? That's nothing right now. Alright, well, we'll just bring her along. I am a humble first officer looking for, what's the word, when commoners do things for coins, she asks. Work, that's it. She beams at you, delighted, as innocent as a Gatling gun. She steps aboard. A commoner calmly takes a spoon from his pocket and scoops out his eyes. After such radiance, all else is tawdry, he says, between screams. Ooh. It seems she has already forgotten about her signing on money. Alright, yeah, we're not going to bother with that right now. Alright, deliver verdant encouragement. Yes, quite good, the clerk with polish button says, as you finish signing. Now let's see that dreadful stuff out of our bay, yes? There, we recouped the money. Anything else we need? Oh, alright, yeah, we should drop off some of these. Ooh, that's a hefty sum. Alright, we're not gonna bother with this, though. Alright. Let's be sure to top up on fuel and leave some space in our cargo. 11 should do. Then another one of those for good measure, because we're seconds away from running out. Yeah, because we won't have the bank just yet. We can access the same bank once we reach the hub in Albion. But yeah, let us be off. Oh wait, we could have gotten a better scout at New Winchester. Ooh. Yeah, alright, we're gonna go back there before we do that. So yeah, why don't we collect the port report? Keep forgetting half of these things. That'll recoup some of the fuel money, and then we'll take tea at the Admiral Nelson. Admiral Nelson is Port Prosper's most exclusive tea house. West Enders congregate here to sit amongst the many little tables of ornamental shepherds and bulldogs and drink tea from little saucers with Her Renewed Majesty's face on them. The Admiral Nelson is so exclusive, in fact, that it only opens occasionally and never does anything so crass as advertise. People know by word of mouth, initially at least. Afterwards, most Prosperans join the queue. Let's see. An eavesdrop, or engage in pointed gossip. Yeah, we'll engage in pointed gossip. It is almost the Nelsons' raison d'etre. Success! You join a circle of very energetic critics who always take the table by the east window. You dispense acidic bon mots as you pass the cream to your left, and the compliments, if you don't listen too closely, with the jam to your right. You comment merrily on the flaws and foibles of a number of people you have met, and a great many more you haven't. It is a wonderful way to spend an afternoon. You are embraced by the prosperous West Enders. Or you would be, were it not for that terrible breach of decorum. Roast chestnuts burn on open fires. East Enders stoke flames and tend to their charcoal burning. Chestnuts roasting? No. Okay. Alright, good thing we have the upgraded engine. We're just gonna shoot down there very quickly, and then shoot back. Yeah, so I can shoot down this way, and in the port report, New Winchester, and then shoot back up the same way. Okay. Yeah, we will, since we'll be stopping by the bank. Oh, shit! Oh, that's not one of the good cantankery. Okay, I gotta watch out. Gonna try and snipe me? Nope. Oh, he ran away. Okay. Skyward Urchin. Careful, there's marauders round here. Thank you, mascot child. Lights in the distance, the stoker begins to sing a ballad about the chimneys of New Winchester. Ooh, flotsam. One supply. Gotta love free stuff. The report reports. If there's anything we can get at the moment. Yeah, I gotta grab the, my headphones are telling me it's time. I need to charge them. Just 1 second. Ow. Okay. There, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Just a moment, guys. Okay. Lovely, lovely. I'm doing on. Okay, hull is perfect. This menagerie is passing through New Winchester. Padded poster by the station advertises the services of a Mr. Menagerie, purveyor of fine scouts. An accompanying picture displays a tall cloaked figure, slightly stooped, clutching an array of adorable little beasts close to his long chest. Visit Mr. Menagerie. A pile of cages looms out of the smog. You can buy scouts from Mr. Menagerie, but he will move on after your visit. The cloaked figure looks up as you approach. Its garnet-hued eyes gleam from the darkness of its hood. Scouts! It rests, hopefully. Its voice like a cleaver on a whetstone. We trade, scouts, for things and stories. It leans closer to you. We're leaving soon. Alright, let's see what he got. So we got a star-smitten bat. It nestles in the crook of Mr. Menagerie's neck, burbling happily. Its eyes gleam with pale fire, like one who has looked too long at a star. The star-smitten bat has a good range, returns after finding one discovery, and conveys a little information about what it finds. Requires mirrors of 25 or more to use. Oh, hang on. I mean, we do have mirrors of 25. Purchase an intrepid cavy. A large guinea pig wearing a plumed helmet is dozing in a hutch. It's sleeping next to an intricate mechanical bat. The intrepid cavy has a good range, returns after finding one discovery, but conveys more information about what it finds. Requires mirrors of 45 or more to use. We do not have that. What's this? The Ratronaut. A rat in a cage atop the pile is wearing a miniature sky suit and a very determined expression. The rat in a cage is at the top. Okay, the Ratronaut has a good range, can find up to 3 discoveries before returning, but conveys little information about what it finds. It requires mirrors of 65 or more to... Okay, yeah, no, we do not. We can get the Star-Smitten Bat, which... with 2 Savage Secrets, we have plenty of those, and 2 Visions of the Heavens. We also have plenty of those. Alright, we are going to get a Star-Smitten Bat. A bedazzled compatriot. Mr. Menagerie runs his gloved hand along its shoulder, attempting to encourage the bat to climb on. Eventually, Mr. Menagerie is forced to perform an undignified shimmy to roll the bat onto its hand. As the bat is passed to you, it looks into your face and squeaks. Its pupils shine like cut tourmaline. You are forced to break your gaze after a moment or two. Its eyes are uncomfortably bright. Mr. Menagerie begins to gather up its things in preparation for the next leg of its journey. We now have a star-smitten bat. Oh, a note from Mr. Menagerie. Poster at the station has been torn down, and there is no sign of Mr. Menagerie itself. Cowled figures lurk in the dark, but none have a collection of adorable little beasts. Station master waves you over. Mr. Menagerie has left a note for you. Ooh, for me? Read the note. Somewhere old, somewhere new. We go to the Regent's Obelisk, which you have made into a gaudy amusement. Okay, the carnival. I know where that is, and it's in the opposite direction of where I need to go. Yeah, so this is what we're in the middle of trying to do. So we need to purchase the governor's manor and then do that. I mean, there are properties we can purchase in the 3 main regions. We can either do here, Albion, or Eleutheria. All depends on what we want to do. Alright. So we are going to switch out the Diffident Bat for the Star-Smitten Bat. And we're going to put the Star-Smitten Bat into the bank. Don't worry, guys, he'll be fine. Alright, then we're going to go take a little trip to Port Prosper. And go to the next region. Terror's not bad. We'll do our best to keep it down. If it gets too high, we'll just come back to the Reach. Oh, we don't need that. Alright. Oh, do we need anything from the engineering store? Because we have the mining attachment right now. We have tier 2 on almost anything we can put on.
Matter, Kit Kat. Hello.
You know what? Oh, that's only 880. Let's go ahead and purchase the pressure canning system. That way we can scavenge supplies. Oh wait, do we have enough to do that? Oh, yeah, plenty enough iron. We're a soldier. And we'll put the mining array into there for now. And that gives us even more cargo. Alright, we'll go to Port Prosper. Top up on fuel and supplies. Then make our way across the stars to Albion. Oh, here we go. Talking about reducing terror. Let's do that quickly. Terror has fallen. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Stop by the Memorial to the Unknown Rat, which is a wonder, which will decrease our terror a little bit. Oh, homestead. Settlers who've lived so far beyond the edge of civilization relative to the hardships of solitude, A solitary settler lives in this modest homestead. She's not much of a conversationalist, but the enticing smells that waft from her kitchen are convincing. You know what? We'll trade some gossip for supplies. Precious as gold. Your host is desperate to hear news from New Winchester in London. The scandals, the fashions, the feuds. They listen intently, like an avaricious relative at the reading of a will. When you leave, you discover a generous bundle left at the footplate of your engine. Gossip for a supply. That is a generous deal. Bad Sugar, you're back. Welcome back. And how are you? Oh, is this another homestead? Homestead, another one. Settlers live far beyond the edge of solitude, la 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 la. This homestead is warm and welcoming in the wide light. Its windows are gilded with lamplight. A sturdy shelter beckons you in. How many sky stories we have? 37. Yeah, spin them a yarn of your adventures. New customs spring up quickly in the high wilderness. One of the most widely observed insists that a good story must be repaid with gifts. Stranger than fiction. Your host is eager to hear of your adventures in the sky. Before you leave, they press a heavy bundle into your arms. There. That means we can keep some of our sovereigns. The inscription on the memorial to the unknown rat is dedicated to those brave Ratus Faber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. Hello. Oh, they're gonna start fighting. Okay, there's a marauder, and why are you running away? You're like a zillion times more powerful than them. Damn NPCs. And we're back. Back again. Alright, let's grab a bunch of fuel. Should be mostly okay on supplies. Right, so we're not going to do a port report because we cannot hand those in Albion. Shops. We need tea. So we'll bring that back the next time we're coming back to the Reach. That should be good to get us to the main hub. Just some extra fuel to be safe. There we go! Onwards and forwards. And if I don't have enough ministry permits to get to the damn region, I am going to freaking complain. The Albion Transit Relay. The Albion Transit Relay, a stone edifice scintillant with sigils, is encased in a contrivance of steel and brass. This is a Singh-Jenkins relay, allowing transport via a loophole in some cosmic mandate across the sunless wastes to a far-flung district of the heavens. This one leads to Albion, the heart of the new British Empire and the seat of Her Renewed Majesty Queen Victoria. Alright, so I don't think I need to bribe them. Alright, submit paperwork required for a travel permit. The superintendent is a stickler for proper procedure. Opening the way, at a bronzework kiosk, the superintendent examines your papers minutely, sticks them on a spike, then signs and stamps a small booklet for you. Your new transit permit. Union Jack Blue, he says its cover, as if it were something to be proud of. Alright, we are going. Oh, wait. Alright, so yeah, we gotta present ourselves to customs. A pinch-faced inspector boards the ship with their retinue. Come on, hurry up. If you've nothing to hide, you've nothing to fear. Their mouth cracks into something almost, but not entirely like a smile. Nothing from me, at least. Nothing to declare. A clean sweep. The pinch-faced inspector almost looks disappointed at having to give you a clean bill of passage. Such a waste of time, they mutter, stamping on the customs form. Go on, no reason to take up space here. Gee, thank you. Turn your engine. Oh, travel to Albion. First class. First class is reserved for those on Imperial business. You will need appropriate paperwork. Alright. Oh, we got a bunch of those, so let's go. Away! At the sight of your papers, the superintendent jumps to activate the relay. Its hour looms rumble, spinning a pocket of new time in which your locomotive will make its journey. Wrapped in your engine's new code of hours, it will be hard to say how long the journey takes, but hours used by Imperial officials are languid in seasons. The passage should be at least tolerable. The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents, the sigils on the edifice burn with a sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. Briefly, without terror. Woo! Onwards! Cool. Alright, let's see where we are. Oh, we're away. Alright, well, let's start wandering towards the center. That's always where the hub of the region is. So we gotta make our way around here and try not to die. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Albion. Send out our scout. Oh. There's a port over here. A cautious driver. My father helped me to pay for this place. I wonder if he ever visited it. Bit between. Do a quick little fly around here. Little nice. Or is that Nice? I don't know. A new port! The officials of Brabazon never bothered to formally name this waypoint. Captains dock here to pick up goods or deliver workers. It is not a place to linger, because of the proximity to the accelerated time of the work world. The bit between. Brabazon work world, the first work world to be established in Albion. Working here, debtors can escape prison. They remain till their debts are repaid and a ticket away has been funded. Primary industry is hours processing, which has the side effect of accelerating time on the work world's surface. The dock is between Brabazon work world and Little Nice, where the more privileged overseers reside. The dock is, for the captain's sake, nearer to Little Nice than the work world. Unexpected aging would deter even the greediest captain from arriving. Interesting. Let's go on a tour of the work world, why don't we? Oh, we have one permit after all. The overseer checks your permit and sets aside some Brabazon hours to be woven for you. She hands the group over to the tour leader, who shepherds you all into a side room. The tour leader hands out thick cloaks to keep off the smut. The group covers itself. The hood lends one woman, with her hair coiled up to her head, an awkward shape and an unexpected height. Satisfied, the tour leader begins the briefing. Receive a carriage clock. The tour leader presents you each with a carriage clock. As you know, the time in the work worlds moves more velocitously than it does outside. In order to exempt you from the effects we've had, looms spin a fold of external hours to cover the tour. Please carry these carriage clocks. They will show you how much time your protection will last for. Please don't stray. He pauses for emphasis. It is crucial that you stay with the tour. If your time runs out, every minute it takes for us to realize could be hours for you. There is a flurry of anxious whispers. Once it has subsided, the group is led on to the work world. The carriage clock ticks merrily. You have plenty of time. Your group is accompanied by two overseers, the overseer bringing up the rear is a woman in her early 30s. She checks her carriage clock compulsively. Admire the rugs. Our first stop on the tour is the Brabazon Rug Weaving Workshop. The overseer beams and gestures for you to enter the building larger than any other in the street. An attractive young worker leaps up to meet you. This workshop was built thanks to the generosity of Lady Traitor. Please admire our beautiful handicrafted rugs and weavings exported for sale in London. Workers here gain skills that support them for the rest of their days. The group of workers nods and smiles at you. One stands to better display their work. Another thanks you for your visit. The youth is the last to see you out. Perhaps I'll see you elsewhere in Albion. Admire the rugs. You've seen rugs like this in countless homes. They're cheap, within the means of all the poorest families. Of all but the poorest families. Smile at the workers, a simple act of human warmth. They smile back, and their smiles are stiff and rehearsed as the line the youth delivered. The tour moves on. Moving from the rug workshop, the tour is directed towards a glass factory. The air is yellow with smog. Visit the glass workers. A fascinating aspect of Brabazon is the mutually beneficial relationship between the place and its workers. The overseer makes a sweeping gesture. Make note of this smog. I'll explain more inside. The building you enter is heated by vast furnaces and ovens. The workers are blowing molten glass. The smog prevents much of the sun's heat from reaching Brabazon. Without factories such as this, Brabazon would freeze. The workers keep the factories alive. The factories heat the work world, and it becomes a pleasant place to live. Here, work enriches life. Several of the group coo in admiration. One man boasts about his Brabazon glass collection. A young lady in gaudy finery turns to you. My parents paid for the main furnace to ensure that the poor would never go without. What did you fund? Ooh, here's a good. Confess you are not one of the donors. You are a locomotive captain, traversing the wilderness, defeating horrors, delivering goods, but perhaps one day you will engage in charitable endeavors, or declare you paid for the roof over your very heads. You don't like to boast, for the acts of charity are their own reward, but you are responsible for the workers' protection from the elements. What should I say? Any preferences, chat? Any? Any at all? I mean, we're playing a Royal Corps of Engineers, well, ex-soldier from the Royal Corps of Engineers. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna be honest. Alright, I think I'm gonna, confess we are not one of the donors. The young lady blushes. Oh, so dangerous, so romantic. That sounds much more fun. Is it difficult? Perhaps my parents will buy me a locomotive. Oh, you're probably gonna die. She seems bored for much of the rest of the tour. It seems the thrills of your profession outweigh the charm of inherited virtue. Carriage clock ticks away. You still have a lot of time. You've gained 2 salon-stewed gossip. The tour moves on through the upper layer of Brabazon, towards a refinery that belches heat like a dying dragon. Peer through the window at the hour refiners. Please dine up here, that's it, the overseer indicates a long, low window. It has been recently cleaned to a shine. Inside, hard-working souls refine raw hours imported from the Reach. After this process, they may be spun in hour looms and put to use. He taps his carriage clock as an example. The refinery is a clamoring, roaring space of long benches, sweating workers, and rolling smoke. The overseer explains, the geodes containing the hours are cracked open, and the fibrous strands of salt-like time are separated with small chisels and saws. Men and women do the former work, children do the latter. The filaments are then passed through a series of furnaces to remove impurities, which are in turn brushed away in an indigo slush. The slush is raked to ensure that not even a stray minute is lost. Once the seconds and minutes and hours are extracted, they are seasoned, taken from a very high temperature to a very low one, and back. After this, the tangled clumps, the color of the sky, just before the dawn or after dusk, are carded and wound into spools and long filaments. The overseer raps sharply on the window. As one, the nearby workers look up, smile, and wave. Anna, hey, how are you? How's it going? Are we making moonshine? No, we are making time. Quite literally. So we've just moved on to the next region of Sunless Skies. We are in Albion, and we've just discovered the Brabazon work world, where workers and debtors basically increase the amount of time they age to make time for the rest of the Empire. Very dystopian. Oh, you're quarantined? Yeah. Oof. No, I tell you, I was there a good month and a half ago, and it's not good. But no, at least you're resting. But I am very happy to see you here. I gotta wet my whistle. And how are you, Pat? How are you? Just taking a second to rest my voice. Because time works differently when intoxicated. Oh my god. But yeah, good to see the both of you here, and welcome to the chaos. Alright, so... yeah, I think we're gonna hurry on after the tour, because we have a, carriage clock on us that keeps us, from feeling the effects of the time acceleration on the world. The overseer is all concern and smiles when you rejoin the group. Given his care now, it is odd he didn't check on you when you were still with him, when they moved on. Perhaps what matters is only what can be reported back. Carriage clock ticks cheerily. You have used nearly half your time. Leaving the refinery behind, you turn through the streets toward the ceaseless ring of hammers. A short walk, then you enter a dusty yard. Watch the rock breaking. The tour leader adopts a noble frown. Unfortunately, not all the work on Brabazon can be creatively fulfilling. We also produce raw components, like gravel and aggregates. Only delaying the inevitable disappointment of waking up for work by not going to sleep. Yeah, relatable. You have looped back to a yard near the bit between. The second overseer is already there. Men and women, hard with muscle, bright with sweat, are breaking rocks with sledgehammers. They wear vests and breeches, with cloth masks to keep out the worst of the dust. We equip our workers with safety gear, just in case prolonged exertion in this air might prove unpleasant. As you can see, the regular exercise ensures they are strong and healthy. Many leave Brabazon with an athletic inclination and pursue fitness as a profession. A stout gentleman with a monocle sidles up to you. This whole place is just marvelous, eh? Kept busy while paying off debts, given new skills and education. Simply marvelous. Alright, so this is an establishment run. But we are Royal Corps of Engineers, so he's probably going to be, like, you know. Well, on one hand, yes, on the other hand, no, and on the third hand... I know, I'm repulsed by the whole thing, but this is an RPG. His eyebrow raises so far, his monocle falls. Oh, there's always something better, that's easy to say, and do you have any suggestions for exactly what? He swells with hurt pride. I donate what I can, and I come to this ghastly place to ensure it's well spent. What more do you want? Come on, the overseer is gesturing at you angrily. We can't waste another moment. We have to leave now. Complete the tour of the Brabazon work world. It's important we return in plenty of time, so I'm afraid we'll have to end the tour here. The lead overseer circles the group, shepherding the huddle through the doors, back to the bit between. The tour's end. The second overseer takes a head count. A poor one, for she double counts twice before giving up. Nevertheless, she signals to her partner to go ahead. I hope you appreciated our little tour, and perhaps we shall pass on your thanks to the workers of Brabazon. Perhaps, when they've paid off their debts, you'll see them again. The overseer shakes the hands of the most prominent donors. Of course, this entire endeavor is thanks to your generosity, he murmurs to them. While the group preens, he collects the carriage clocks. The carriage clock is silent. The overseer, who takes your spent carriage clock, draws you aside. You're a Skyfarer, aren't you? We've need for someone, without official connections to the governor, to help us with a delicate matter. Listen to the request. We need someone who isn't one of the sponsors. There are unsavory individuals on Brabazon Workworld. They inveigle others to do their work so that they might have the time to plot. They are fomenting unrest. He shakes his head. It won't do. It just makes the other workers unhappy. Next time, if you can sneak away from the tour, I hear their leader is looking for outside assistance. He winces. For once, time is on their side. They have so long to plan relative to us. If you hear anything, pass it to me. I'll be around here. So we can suggest he does it himself. You are a visitor to the place. What the people do here is none of your concern. Tell him to go to the blazes. This place is an abomination. Revolution! If that's what he hints at, could only be for the best. We are not playing a revolutionary this time around, so probably not. Make no promises. You won't reject him outright. Is he offering anything in return? Will he make it worth your while? Accept with apparent delight. The work words are vital to London's industry. They keep debtors out of prison. Revolutionaries here are fools. Yeah, make no promises. Oh, thank you. I wasn't hoping for anything more definite, he smiles, but it's not a happy one. I'll be putting a case to the governor. I'll make sure you're paid for any information that helps us to quell unrest, helps us keep the workers happy. He shakes your hand. Thank you. Come back to me if you hear anything. I'll be around. Yeah, I think we're done here for now. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna bother with the hours right now. We got plenty enough fuel. Alright. And they sell crockery here. Alright. Let's make our way to the hub, so at least we have somewhere to come back to. So yeah, we gotta work our way over here. I think once I finally make it there, I'm going to take a quick break. Oh, hello. I think we're just gonna keep going for the moment. Oh, wow, what's that? Swirling is not a good sign. And that's a cantankerous. Is that gonna... Oh, it is aggroing. Okay. Oh, running away? Okay. Running away, eh? Alright, which way? Alright, we are going in the other direction to what we need. Send another scout. What has it found? Oh, discovered something. London's End, the stoker notes. Or is it the beginning? I suppose it depends on which way you're going. One hell of a maelstrom. Oh, I'm going the right way. Boxy shapes tumble in the sky. Paupers' coffins. Bully's Acre. Humble wooden coffins pepper the sky here. This is a bully's acre, a pauper's graveyard. There is little room for the dead in London. I think we'll pay our respects. Briefly without terror. An outbreak of the heart sickness. A mysterious outbreak of nostalgia is spreading through your crew. Frequently, they stop to stare and while away into misty remembrance. They gather during the evenings to meditate on times gone by and debate on ways in which the past was superior to the present. The air is full of sighs. I think we shall hold a compulsory knees up. We got plenty of supplies. Oh, damn it. A sinking of spirits. They drink the brandy. They join the half-hearted verses of ta-ra-ra-boom-die, but soon the mood turns melancholy again. Before you can stop it, the crew are sharing stories of loved ones they left behind, and the lives they led in those long-gone days before London climbed into the sky. Lost supplies, now 5 terror and a tale of terror. London is built on a series of descending plates, the wealthier districts higher up, the poorer ones below, steeped in smog. Oh, what's over here? The ministries. Oh, okay, I can't drive. Alright, there we go. Ministries. A number of instruments of government are located here. The Horological Office, which regulates time across the Empire. The Office of Works, which ensures jobs no one else can be bothered with are done. And the Ministry of Public Decency, which curates the notion of Britishness with the same care a lepidopterist uses to pin a butterfly to a board. I think we're not gonna bother with this quite yet. This is close to St. Dominic's Station. The sky bustles with engines. Right, so where do I need to go? London! We're here, boys! Oh! And here we are! Vagabond inhales a hearty dose of smog. Good for the lungs, Captain! Oh, wait. Oh, nope, that's not anywhere I can park. Alright, come on, where's the parking? Nope, not there either. Can't see all the other trains. Come on, I want to park. Alright, I'm guessing it's on the other side. I just want to know where the parking is. There we go. Ministry's monitors. St. Dominic's Station is thick with crowds. A brass band plays. The cause of excitement is an unfamiliar locomotive in imperial blue, a delicate, gleaming craft whose elongated nose houses an array of lenses. A top-hatted official from the Ministry of Public Decency is delivering a speech. The first of a fleet of new Monitor-class locomotives. They will be Her Majesty's watchdogs, scouring the skies for enemies of Albion. Crowd cheers. Well, most of them. Take a tour of the new engine. Watchdog. Monitor's hull is curved to deflect incoming rounds, but its plating is much lighter than that of a London dreadnought. The bridge is crammed with state-of-the-art sensory equipment. You put your eye to the main scope, and it flings your sight through the monitor's precisely aligned lenses and away to a distant stretch of sky. The stars are bright and close. You step back, bumping into a control panel. Careful, warns a watchful crewman. That's the gun. Just one, you asked. He grins. Oh, she only needs the one. In one vision of the heavens. I'll recruit the clay conductor. A hulking clay man in a heavy coat stands on the platform. The clay men were an underclass in old London. Very few of them came to the skies. This one holds an urn to his chest. Captain, you can perform funeral rites, he says, nodding to the urn in his arms. When I want to travel, he pauses for a long moment, and then, as if feeling something more than he might have expected, I could help out with your engine. Say a few words about the death in the sky. Skyfarers are accustomed to impromptu funerals. Ooh, another first officer. Choices. You ask the conductor where he would like to hold the ceremony. He looks about, confused, as if he hadn't expected the question. At last he comes to a conclusion. Here will do, he says, indicating the crowded thoroughfare. You and a few of the more respectable of your crew gather for a brief funeral. Everyone has at least something in black. You offer the expected phrasings before pausing for the eulogy. The clay conductor shakes his head. You do it. Say a few words. You render up a bounty of platitudes, benign wishes to the beyond, and maudlin remembrances of departed friends. The conductor frowns, stonily, realizing he needs to give you at least something to work with. He could sing. He manages. You work a line about a man of clay with the voice of an angel into the eulogy. The conductor seems satisfied. Where's your engine? I'm ready to assume my duties. The conductor picks up the urn and heads off in the direction you point. Wow, that... sad. Also touching. Alright, we are going to take a tiny break here, so just a few minutes. I will be back soon after. Also, don't forget to stick around. We are going to be raiding one of my friends after. So, yeah. Stick around. Hello, everyone, and we are back from break. How are we all hanging in there? We all good? Having fun? I'll give you guys a second to just come back from break. Let's kind of chat a bit for a couple minutes. Thank you. How are we enjoying the stream so far? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Just gonna a couple more seconds. So yeah, we are here in Albion, which is usually either the second or third region you get to in Sunless Skies. Depending on your style of playthrough, you might go to Eleutheria first, although it's a little difficult to do this as the second region. Also, it's difficult to come back from Eleutheria, where London in Albion, it's easy to go between there and the Reach. So that's one of the reasons we're doing it second and why we're doing an establishment run through. Maybe if we come back to this game again after this run through, I might do a villainy revolution run through. Or something along those lines. All depends, because otherwise I was thinking about getting to either like Assassin's Creed next, because one of my friends has been bugging me for ages to stream that. We would be doing Assassin's Creed 2, because I've played none of the Assassin's Creed games. There's also doing something like Witcher, because already I got a co-op stream for Baldur's Gate 3 going that we're going to be doing for a little bit. That's on Fridays. Declared Sugar, I think you were there for the last one, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we also got some impromptu stuff where depending on schedules, I'll either continue with like the current game we're doing, or I might do something like Minecraft or Valheim. All depends. Because there are a bunch of streamers on here that I like doing stuff with. But, we're slowly growing this channel. I mean, we're at 32 of 50 followers, so we're not doing bad. Hoping at some point to get to affiliate here. But, not in any terrible rush. Minecraft, yes. We do the mine and the craft. So it looks like we got people coming back. So I think we're gonna go switch back to the game. Oh, that's not what I need to do. I need to switch the scene first. That would help. There we go. So we have now found the hub. Alright, so we have the box that Captain Whitlock gave to us way at the beginning that we need to give back. So, hang on, I'm just trying to do a thing here. So, to find the address given in Captain Whitlock's will, you make your way through little-used streets in one of London's slower, smoggier levels. On a secluded courtyard, flanked by the backs of warehouses and factories, stands a tall grey house with one door and no windows. When you knock, a blind butler answers. Yes? Deliver the black box. The end of the line. The butler is pleased.
Our resident has arrived. Please bring him in. Everything has been prepared according to Captain Whitlock's instructions.
As you maneuver the black box inside, you ask what those instructions were.
She arranged for Master Jacob's convalescence with us. I understand the young gentleman has suffered from a prolonged illness which has left him unable to speak and afflicted him with a delicate disposition.
His expression is entirely impassive.
The affairs of the house have been organized in such a way as to never inconvenience him. He will require no visitors. An extensive library has been provided for his edification. Privacy is paramount.
The box in place, the butler produces a key from his pocket, but waits for you to leave before using it.
Thank you for your assistance, Captain. If Amelia were still with us, she would thank you. Good day.
You leave the house without windows behind. The matter of Captain Whitlock's legacy is finally discharged. Alright. Oh, we are so close to the next level! Alright. Let's explore London. Oh, we can hunt for the shop that the auroral sommelier mentioned. Catastrophically Emma, good afternoon. Good afternoon! Good to see you. How you doing? Right there, you find the establishment between the roofs of two collapsed houses. Under their steepled walls, it bulges like a tumor. You enter, the floorboards sigh in warning under your feet. Getting food at the food bank is interesting. Got some pasta that came with the instructions. Cooked by heating water at loud fire. What's the difference between a loud fire and a normal fire? Or would that be a quiet fire? I don't know. Strange. The tiling ripples underfoot like the back of an animal. Inside, there are aisles as thin as capillaries, and shelves are cauled in thick black fabric. There is no one here. A dusty bronze bell rests atop an equally dusty counter. It was made overseas, and the English was translated from whatever the original language was, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, no, that sounds like it. A loud fire. I've never heard that one before. Alright, so we are going to call for service. We ring the bell. Sure they meant high heat, yeah. Because the pasta like that's easy, just like, boiling water 9 to 10 minutes, stir, add some salt or olive oil so it doesn't stick. That's what I'm gonna be having tonight. Service! The sound of it is sharp and silver in the murk. For a time there is nothing, no indication of life in the store until...
What are you? Why have you come? If you are a customer, I have nothing right now. Nothing I want to sell.
Comes a voice from the clutter. A body soon follows the voice, peeling from the gloom. It elongates, stretching upwards, spreading into a flare of burgundy fabric. Under its hood, an unmistakably chiropteran visage, its eyes dark and curious. It is one of the masters of the bazaar. Though pronounced adversaries of the Empire, one of them still stands here before you, imperious, impossible, and maybe slightly afraid. I'm 38 years old. If I need instruction to cook spaghetti noodles, then just shoot me and keep me out of the kitchen. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean... Could argue, but I mean, yeah, no. Whew. I've had enough late nights in college where, yeah, it's just... You don't know how to do pasta. Okay, ask about the Hesperidian cider. But yeah, no, that I will agree, that is hysterical. Your words have struck a nerve.
Gone! What he wants is gone. No, not gone, but almost gone. Little more than a sweet swallow, and that isn't enough to do anything.
Movement in the chthonic murk, filled with carnivore purpose. You smell the animal musk and hoarfrost on rose petals, and fruit both astringent and sweet.
Gone. But I could make more. I was Mr. Apples once, as I was once other things, other names, other people. You smell of oil and metal and the stars. You could take me where I need to go.
You can almost touch it.
Do this for me, and I will trade you something very rare, very fine indeed.
A pause.
My company.
Alright, we will recruit the Chiropterous Hoarder. Alright, I'm not gonna do the voice, it's rasping in my throat. You're wiser than most of your kind. I'm so glad that you did not say no. It would have made me unhappy, and that would have made you worse. It feeds oil to one of the dying lamps pendulating overhead, so close its breath rakes over your skin. Revealed, the Chiropterous Hoarder is a massive, stooped bat-like, where its bones do not strain to imitate humanity. But you did not, so we are now. It searches for the word friends. And not hungry things circling in the dark, watching to see who will lay down their guard first. Ah, pleasant company, I see. Alrighty. So we're gonna just take care of that? Okay. Alright, so that means we do have a quartermaster. Affiliation Bohemia, okay. Cool, cool. Oh, so we can share gossip here and gain experience. How much more do we need for the next level? We'll leave that alone for now. Steam and Sapphire Yards. Oh, prepare. Interesting. How much do I need to prepare? Oh. Might as well top up before we engage the horrors of the sky. Alright, so that's fine for now. Let's check out the bazaar. So we have enough tea to fuel the sun. The clockwork sun does not, of course, run on tea, but a battalion of engineers who maintain it surely must. Every month, a new tender for 3 caddies of dried tea is offered, regular as, yes, clockwork. Clockwork sun lies to the west-southeast. Alright, I need my post-its. Time to write the notes. Okay. Post-its. Gotta love them. Alright. Albion. Playing as Butters. And if you are still here, yes, we still have Butters. Alright, so Clockwork Sun is west, southwest. Luminous Cardinal is engaged in a struggle with the current dazzling glare of the Clockwork Sun. It is washing out the black drapes and disturbing much of the deserved sleep of the deathless. Bombazine cloth drinks light. You will require 3 rolls of it for starters. Mausoleum lies in north-northwest. Alright, so Mausoleum. North. Northwest. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead. She was here earlier. She's helped me out with a lot of this stuff, so I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my good friend Anna, the archaeologist, in memorialization for her naming our current captain. Alright, so we have the locations for 2 of the locations. Or the directions for 2 of the locations. My brain is not braining. A tactical science station announces rather t-shirt closure on Whirlbreed Juxta Mare. All caddies of dry tea must go. I don't know where that is yet. A surfeit of sunlight. Langley Hall. Alright, let me check. You'll just give me a moment. I'm not sure which area Langley Hall is in, so this is not cheating. This is actually a legitimate strategy for the game. Okay, alright. 'Cause, 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 ' That is not even in this region. Okay. Liably purchased in Langley Hall. Alright, please, for the love of God, tell me someone's... Alright, so we're gonna have to do some exploring. Alright, 1 second. Trying to figure out which direction we're gonna go in here, what makes the best sense. Alright. So we can't do much for the bombazine quite yet. But I think the area we need to get tea is near the mausoleum. I remember that's where it was last time. But the locations do shift on each playthrough, so we're gonna be crossing some fingers here. Luckily, we worked up a significant chunk of money, so I think what we're gonna do first is load up on fuel and supplies, and hope for the best. See if there's anything else we need here. Interesting. The amity for its dreadnoughts, now more widely available, the Gonorilla is lean and fast as a hunting panther. The latest model comes equipped with a steam injector, allowing frantic bursts of speed for the captains with courage to engage it. Oh, which gives us a full steam option, which means, oh, we can outrun stuff. Also, being quick around here is going to be key, otherwise we will die. Alright, I'm gonna wait until we get better cargo with that, because that's gonna be a lot of fuel. Let's see what we got over here. So the Aggravain is gonna be the next ship, but I'm gonna need to make a fair bit of profit before we can get that. All right. Good, very good. We're just gonna keep at this for now, get some of these discovered, and then start working on contracts. Or prospects. Alright, so we'll go north-northwest first, and look for the mausoleum. So, somewhere over here, I'm guessing? Right, actually, I don't know if you can see that with my hand the way... Oh, no, you should be able to see that. Alright. So, how are we doing in chat there, guys? Oh, hello. Misgather, soft as eiderdown. Oh, Resurrectionist. Oh, I need to kill you, don't I? Ooh, you missed! Whew, okay, there we go. A little tougher, but we did it. The Resurrectionists haunt Memoriam, plundering its graves for corpse goods and cadavers. They sell the valuables to pawn shops and the bodies to disgraced scholars, deranged artists, and grisly collectors. Let's give it a shot. Ah, damn it. Your search turns up an array of valuables retrieved from the dead, cufflinks and brooches, rings, wedding engagements, signet and ear, tie pins and hairpins, gold-rimmed spectacles, and silver-plated belt buckles. You also find a cupboard full of skulls, memento mori for the death-haunted aristocracy of Albion. Alright. Something tells me we should increase our veil those. Alright, so this is our story so far. An ex-Royal Corps of Engineers soldier who was successful in battle. August Avenue's growing up, although it was marked by scandal of a torrid affair. We had a narrow escape with death in the skies. We were the black sheep for our family who chided us for our failures. We received care from insanity due to a lost love that still feels like a fresh wound. And we spent a lot of our time learning how steam engines work. Let's see what else we have. Blockade of New Winchester. You fought in the greatest battle of the Winchester War, when the regional governor, appointed by Her Majesty, was driven from the Reach. We got Iron and Veils or Iron and Mirrors. Let's see what the paths are for that. Independent Tacketies besieged the port. The loyalist stovepipes hoped to hold out all until reinforcements led by the Imperial Dreadnought Her Majesty's displeasure could arrive. Which side did you fight on? Memento Mori, yes! So I'm guessing we would have fought with the stovepipes then. You braved the blockade, secretly running supplies to the beleaguered troops. It was not enough to turn the tide. The Tacketies, you were a part of the blockade, hunting for engines trying to supply the defenders, and scouting for the inevitable reinforcements from London. I mean, we are playing establishments, so stovepipes would make sense, and we do need to work on our veils, which is our currently lowest stat. But we have other options. An interlude in Red and Gold, you lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. Mirrors and Iron, Mirrors and Veils. Metamorphosis, you can no longer be the person you were told to be. Hearts and Iron or Hearts and Veils. A Promise of Days. Her Majesty offered the earliest pioneers to enter the heavens a grant of 30 years. They could build houses and necessities for those who would follow. Mirrors and Iron or Mirrors and Veils. Family Footsteps. The apple did not fall far from the tree. Hearts and Mirrors, Hearts and Veils. We should get our Iron up to 45 at least, because that's our main stat. And some more Veils would certainly help. I'm going to say Blockade of New Winchester through the stovepipes. That would kind of make sense with our current character motivations and why we're so cleaving to establishment. Despite our better judgment. Character flaws! Alright. So yeah, the mausoleum should be near here. What's this now? This anything, or is this just set dressing? Oh, okay. Oh, here we are. This looks familiar. Kensington Station. Newport. Vagabond offering your crew stories about the mausoleum. The nave, the soaring sepulchral heart of the most serene mausoleum, constructed over the cooling embers of Albion's murdered sun. The mausoleum was built to house London's most glorious dead. Actually, our terror is pretty low. Who wants to see a dead sun? Let's be escorted inside. Amongst the dead. Lighting as a fresh taper, which carries in a silver holder, the footman leads you through a narrow arch and down the winding spiral stair. You can hear weeping close by. The echoes make it hard to discern the source. Soon after, you hear a sharp burst of laughter and music. Occasionally, you can make out the rumble of what the footman confirms to be the London Necropolis Railroad, far below. At the very bottom is an oak-paneled door. The footman unlocks the door, bows, and departs. Footman disappears into the gloom, leaving you alone to face a desk shaped like a baptismal font. A cheery registrar sits in the middle, waiting to greet you. Introduce yourself. An introduction and a warning. She has you fill out a form indicating your profession, age, usage of hours, and confirm your legal status as alive. The Prince Consort's tomb is exceedingly popular. To prevent congestion, donations are requested. The greater the donation, the longer you will be allowed to gaze upon the sepulchre. If one is fortunate enough to garner the attention of one of the deathless, one must be respectful and only speak when spoken to. It does not do for the living to linger among the dead. She files away your form into an excessively large black cabinet. Alright, let's write a port report. I won't wonder. A little low to contemplate the dead sun. Visit the memorial to the Prince Consort. The most serene mausoleum was built to commemorate Her Renewed Majesty's dead love. This tomb is the heart of the mausoleum. The vaults, chapels, mourners, and courtiers, all arteries and capillaries to this memory. To visit the tomb, one must speak to the cheery registrar. Alright, we'll leave this alone for now. Alright, yeah, we're gonna leave all that alone for now. Yeah, and we can buy stained glass here. I love it. This is the most cheerless gift shop in all of Albion. They do sell commemorative Prince Consort windows at a reasonable price, though. Alright, yeah, so we're good on supplies and fuel. We're gonna give finding the home office a shot, because that's where we're supposed to get tea. 1 second. All right. I think we're done here for the moment. But let's go take a visit to the dead sun. And here, would you look at that? The broken sun is a warning that nothing may impede the progress of the Empire, not even the stars. Oh, we are gaining terror pretty quick, though, so, Hey, respects. Reduce terror. Briefly without terror. Not for long. Ha! Oh, shit, we got a coffin stuck to the engine. Oh, there we go. Okay. See? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now we're not gaining terror like crazy. Oh, 2%, that's not bad. Now let's go look for the home office. Should be somewhere around here. A wreck, the Axon. A wreck! Force open the doors to the hold. Discovery. Your driver holds your locomotive steady alongside the wreck as your crew take turns at the pry bar. Eventually, the bay doors are sufficiently parted to permit the spryest of you to squeeze through. Soon they return. What's this they've found? An aromatic casket. Ooh, we have some tea. This is the place of sky tombs and stone angels, where London lays her dead. Alright, let's look for the other stuff. Hopefully we run into something we're looking for, and that's not going to kill us. That would be most unfortunate. Oh, that's a maelstrom. Let's go around that, shall we? Freaking phone buzzed and scared the shit out of me. Oh, okay, going this way, I see space warping, we're moving. Whew. Swear it's somewhere around here. This building dates to the first foundation of Albion. Now they're home to only shadows and the wind. Well, at some point when we get an assaying tool, we'll have to come back for these. Hope I'm going to the right place. White flecks drift past the window. Ash? No. Snow. Okay, I think we're going in the right direction then. This is looking familiar. Okay, this is looking very familiar. Hatchet sound. One second. Alright. Somewhere around here, I think, is what I'm looking for. Good thing we bought all that fuel. Oh, what's this I hear? Place of bleak rocks, rosy mists, and unwanted relics. Well, I'm getting ready to turn right around. I probably ran right by it, too. Ah, Flotsam. Right in the middle of an open space. This is not weird at all. Alright, I'm probably went by the home office then. This is an unloved span of sky, where London abandons the things she would rather forget. Iscato has nothing to report except that the sky is vast and the winds bite. Oh, I missed out on a wonder. Well, we'll have to swing back by around later. Boss creeps pale, ferny fingers across the glass. Alright, send out our scout. Damn. Wait until we get a little closer then. Wait until we get a little further. Oh, it's found something. Oh, a station. Lovely. There we are. This looks like something ominous, which means we're going in the right direction. I can hear the Z, a grizzled crewman cries. Listen, lapping like a cat at cream. The Home Bureau. Home Office. The Avid Horizon consists of 3 parts. The Home Office, clinging to a pillar of ice, the gate through which Londoners entered the sky, flanked by its towering statues, and the quiet sea, whose waters are home to those left behind. Approaching the Avid Horizon. Very edge of the high wilderness, the border between that now and then, here and there, the skies and earth. A few lonely buildings of the port face the great gate of the Avid Horizon, bordered by 2 vast winged statues. The gate towers over the shrouded sea that divides the port and the gate. The other side of the gate opens far beneath the earth, on the bleak shore of a subterranean sea. London rested there for a while Her Majesty was indisposed with grief. A handful of years ago, though, she led an exodus of Londoners through the avid horizon and into the sky. You were among them. Do you remember how you came to this place? A memory of duty. Her renewed Majesty needed soldiers to build her empire. Forward! March! Whatever your private feeling, you were Her Majesty's soldier. She commanded, and your regiment obeyed. North. Some of you were veterans of the short-lived and hastily forgotten war against Hell. Others were fresh-faced and untested. Some craved plunder, having heard of vaults brimming with the currencies of heavens. Some wanted conquest and new, verdant lands to make a home in. Some sought honor, or redemption, or release. Weeks later, through the northern ice and the dark beneath the world, you reached the gate. Its statues loomed like giants. The door was open, and the space within was filled with suns and stars and light. All right. Pilot port report. Do we have a replacement for the devil? Yeah. But yeah, we'll drop off the devil. Start of something memorable. The devil bows as he departs your engine. I promise you that I will not regret this, he says. He opens the doors to the bureau and hands the acting senior prohibitor his hat. Take this, will you? He looks about him with a cool glare. There's going to be some changes around here. The doors swing shut behind him. Present yourself at the home office. To all things a place. The acting senior prohibitor is responsible for monitoring all those trapped at the home office, the detainees forbidden entry into Albion with no way back through the gate. He sits behind a little desk, echoing the hallway of the manor. He keeps 3 things on a desk, a wind-up clock, and 2 battered mugs. He surveys you coolly. You're welcome to take a look around, though we have precious little in the way of diversions. Have you been out to the flotilla? I must ask you not to pay too much attention to the cultists, and if you have not, I'd recommend staying away. There were good reasons they were never allowed into Albion. All right. Let's see. How about entertain a request from the acting senior probator? A regrettable duty. So good you're here, Captain. He clasps your hand. His skin is cold. I've been issued an imperial pardon from London for one of our detainees here. He looks at the 3 nearest guests of the Home Office who are following the conversation intently. Just the one, mind. Procedure demands that someone cannot be pardoned without an independent witness vouching for them. It would be highly inappropriate for me to do so. He gives you a beseeching look. If you would help, do speak to them, those 3. Return to me when you've made your choice. Oh, jeez. Well, take tea? Steep stewed, the tea has lingered in the Home Office for a very long time. An elderly detainee leans in conspiratorially. Much better than a few years back. It's improved with age, matured. Detainee quickly shuffles away so you can enjoy your tea in peace. Right. So, I think we'll deal with this later. Yeah, we're approaching time. Is what do we need? Enough tea to fuel the sun. Alright, why don't we go ahead and pick up 6 of these. And what we are going to do, we'll end here. Next time we're doing Sunless Skies, we'll start off where we left off. And yeah, I think, alright, so what we're going to do, we got one of my friends is playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. We are going to go ahead, raid into them in just a moment. Gotta go. Thank you so much, Declared Sugar. Appreciate you chatting this entire time. Alright, so we are going to go raid into my friend Hannah. Hannah plays D&D, who is doing 3PK with TTRPG tutorial in Snap Sugar. So, thank you guys for joining me on this stream. I am hopefully going to do an impromptu stream some point at the beginning of the week, maybe Tuesday or something. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, the next scheduled stream is this Friday at 4 p.m. Our Baldur's Gate 3 stream with Urban Hangman and Rhoda's 2001 Barbarian's Gate, where we're all playing some weird multi-class of Barbarian and getting up to shenanigans. So, thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to go on outro here, and I'm going to start the raid. Please hang around if you can. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later.